Victor Prophet Sheffield. Massive cheer for Councillor Teal.
Thank you very much for coming here today, and even greater thanks to the people who are currently in Nether Edge and around Mearsbrook. They're currently trying to fell trees on Chipping House Road, Sheldon Road and Rundle Road, and I'm not quite sure what the latest is on the others, but I know that they're the three. Right? Pingle Road too. So they're very opportunistic. They would have seen that this rally was organised and out they go. And that's the sort of, that's the sort of thing that we're having to tolerate. That they are swooping in where they can to take trees, even though there hasn't been road closures and that sort of thing. So they're not actually following their own procedures that they said that they would adhere to and have made commitments to do. So it's a real cat and mouse game, and it's tremendously disappointing that we have to not be able to trust our own council. So I was asked to say a few words about my personal experience, which a lot of you will know about and some people have already mentioned. But I had the temerity to suggest that Councillor Lodge had been misleading the public in April in the full council meeting. And for my troubles, I was expelled from the chamber and not allowed to return for that particular meeting. This council is not very good at tolerating opposition. It doesn't seem to appreciate that that's how democracy works. That as opposition councillors, as Adam already mentioned, it's our job to scrutinise what the ruling party is doing. And without that function, you end up with a totalitarian state. And of course, this is not something that we want to encourage. And so we're left with no other choice than to take to the streets and to physically protect what we believe is a vital asset. We don't actually just believe it, we know it. We know that trees are a vital asset. We know that as climate change is impacting more and more on our planet, that these trees are desperately needed to absorb the floods that are due to come, that are due to get worse, and to protect us from the increasingly searing temperatures of summer. I was out canvassing for the by-election and the general election, and the streets that I walked on when it was hot sunny days that had trees were just lovely. It was a tremendous pleasure. And the streets that didn't have any trees, it was really uncomfortable and more likely to get sunburned. I mean, it's pretty basic stuff. And we know from, say, for example, Montgomery Road, the plan was to fell 12 or 13 trees, and they didn't manage to do that, and so they laid the tarmac first instead. And so we have an example of how it can be done. There's no need to have felled those trees because the road has been laid and it's perfectly fine, and we know that it works, and there isn't really a problem. So why is this happening? People wonder, and our best guess is that it's to do with some kind of mathematical calculation, that they figured that they needed to remove a certain percentage of trees in order to make the contract affordable over the long term. Now, I don't think that's a very good reason. I don't think money is a good reason for completely, it's environmental vandalism. That's the best expression for it, I think. That they are completely... Our city is going to be poorer for the work that's being done rather than enriched by it. Yes, I agree that the roads needed to be resurfaced. Yes, there were a lot of potholes. It is a mess, but we don't need to remove so many trees. It's just the wrong thing to do. So now I find myself, I was involved in the tree campaign well before I became a councillor, so I don't think it's appropriate or necessary that I should be asked to give up on the tree campaign just because I became a councillor. I mean, that seems pretty much what they wanted me to do. So now I'm told that I'm going in front of the Standards Committee, which, by the way, you couldn't make it up, it's chaired by Brian Lodge. Yeah, I fancy my chances. And I'm charged with bringing the council into disrepute, amongst other things. But I think that they're perfectly able of doing that themselves. I'm also one of the unfortunate 17 that is being faced with an injunction, a civil injunction. So they tried to arrest me and have me defined as a criminal, and that didn't work. So now they're trying to get us in front of the court, have an injunction made, which, by the way, is a very severe infringement of my civil liberties, I believe, because I won't be free to peacefully protest anywhere at all in Sheffield. They've helpfully given us a map, and it encompasses the entire area, and so, you know, that's it. There's nothing that I'll be able to do if they get their own way, and I think it will be absolutely a travesty if any judge, High Court judge, allows them to do that. But I'm still really frightened about it because it has quite potentially far-reaching consequences. Again, there is the potential for it to become a criminal act if we infringe that injunction, should it go ahead. And also they have the opportunity to sue us for damages, which could be, who knows, hundreds of thousands of pounds that, you know, some of the people who have infringements could potentially lose their homes. So this is very, very serious. And I just think it's absolutely shocking. It's completely astonishing that any council would seek to do that to an opposition councillor or residents of their own city. Thank you.